We've used some terminology that we need to explain about the memory. So we're going to insert a new slide. We're going to insert the comparison slide. Now, sometimes when you insert a comparison slide, you're going to compare apples to apples, oranges to oranges, compare the apples to the oranges. But sometimes you just want to add a comparison slide just because you want to use the column title at the top. And that's why we're doing it. We're going to have DDR4 in one, 8 gigabytes in the other, and then underneath each we'll explain what is meant by DDR4 and what is meant by 8 gigabytes. So we are aligning DDR4 and 8 gigabytes in their respective text boxes, and now we're going to put a shape around them. This time we're going to go to the Format menu underneath the drawing tools, and we're going to format a shape, put a color around that. And now we're going to change our font. We're going to change our font to Times New Roman and 36 in bold. Now that I got everything set, now I can go to my Format Painter. I almost jumped the gun there and went to my Format Painter too soon before I picked the font and the boldness that I wanted. There is our completed, well, not our completed, but there's our slide with our title at the top, our word art title at the top, formatted, and the respective column titles on each side of our slide. This middle button here is to insert an online picture. The first one will get you pictures that are on your individual PC. So we're going to search for a clock again. So I'm going to pick a little bit different clock than I did last time. Now this clock is going to put the picture of the clock at the far left-hand side of the image. So see all that space between the dots and the clock? That was blank space. So now there are our pictures with formatted backgrounds. Now we're going to insert a comment. The comments are for you and for me, not for our audience. Okay, you got a lot to say about memory. So we're going to put that in a comment so we can tell the audience and not write it on the slide and have a very cluttered slide. Avoid cluttered slides. This is where you put the paragraphs or the sentences that you want to convey to the audience. Then you say it. You don't write it on the slide. You give them this pertinent information. How fast the computer issues commands is referred to as clock speed, like the hand spinning around the clock. How fast it goes, how fast that second hand spins is its clock speed. And for each time that clock moves one tick forward, the DDR would do, like if we had DDR2, it would click twice. If we have DDR4 in our case, it would click 4 times, which means it's exchanging information at 4 times the rate.